Greetings everyone, my name is Alan Lafferty. It's my privilege to welcome you and to introduce our presenter. Before I do that, I want to acknowledge Natalie for her efforts in putting this class together. Thank you, Natalie. And then I'd like to acknowledge each of you for your attendance, especially those of you who have invited friends and family, those you love, to learn about the benefits of dōTERRA's essential oil products. Our presenter, Callie Wilson, is a devoted wife and mother of 3 handsome boys. And like many, if not all of us, she's dealt with the challenges of raising a healthy family. And she's passionate to that end. And I think you'll witness that passion as she teaches us. So again, it's my privilege to introduce our presenter, Callie Wilson.
Thank you so much, Alan, for taking time today to be with us and to introduce me. And Alan is a dear, dear friend of mine. And he is an amazing presenter and an amazing friend. And he is so passionate about really changing people's lives. So thank you so much for taking the time to be here.
Amen.
Well, I am excited to be here because I am passionate about what I do. And what I do is change lives. And I love that. I'm here to educate and empower you on ways to better your health with tools that maybe you never thought possible. We're going to reinvent healthcare, and this is the first class in the Reinventing Healthcare series. This is called Medicine Cabinet Makeover. So we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. Now, my intent is to teach you more specifically about essential oils, how to use them, and I don't want to just educate you. I want to empower you with the tools that you're going to need in order to change your family's life as well. So let me tell you a little story of why I'm here. About 2 years ago, I don't know if any of you have been in this situation, I had a 1-year-old who was getting chronic ear infections. So month after month, I was taking this tiny little baby to the doctor, and after 10 days of antibiotics, he'd come down with another ear infection. Now, my husband and I were also self-employed, so these doctor visits were starting to add up. And not only that, as a mother, I began to become really frustrated with my situation, thinking there's nothing I can do except for antibiotics and Tylenol. And how long is this going to last? And I got this little call from a friend of mine, and I was actually just venting to her on the phone, and she said, Callie, her name's Melissa, Callie, would you just try an essential oil? And if it doesn't work, why don't you just go back to the doctor? Kind of threw my hands up in the air and said, okay, what's it gonna hurt, right? So I took a little sample of Melaleuca oil, I put it on a cotton ball and put it in his ear, and about an hour later he was fine, and the next day, totally fine. And I thought, that's really interesting. Probably just a fluke, right? So I took the products to my husband and I said, John, you have a sinus infection, why don't you try it and tell me what you think? And lo and behold, it works, and I thought, there is something to this. And I got so excited, I started experimenting on some of my neighbors. Alan was one of them, and I have another friend here who's also helping with the class named Julie, who I experimented on. And when they started finding success, I realized that dōTERRA was a really big thing. And this was not something that just helps a little bit, it helps a lot. And so I love, and I travel the globe teaching people truly that there are other options, and I love to help people find the necessary and the proper solution for them at this time. So that's what we're going to be covering in this class, and I am excited. So how many people want safer, cheaper, and more effective healthcare? Anybody? So would any of you mind sharing with us a health concern that you're dealing with? I want you to think about, how long has this been an issue for you? How long have you been struggling and suffering with this? Sometimes people, it's a couple of days, but some people have been suffering for years or decades. And how would your life be different without this ailment? How many of you would like to find solutions by exploring reinventing your healthcare with natural solutions? Yes? Okay, some of you are here specifically to learn about ailments. I also should say, and put a plug in, to some of you are here because your friend invited you to take a look at what I'm doing and take a look at what they're doing. And so if that's you and you're interested in sharing and being part of this cause, come talk to me afterwards or talk to the person that brought you, and we'll talk about how you can be a part of this movement, okay? So that's the type of people that are here, those who are interested in about the product and those who are interested in sharing. Well, let's talk about some of our options on the market today. So we have modern medicine, and we also have natural medicine. Let's talk about modern medicine and typically what's going on in our society today. So modern medicine is synthetically produced. And really what that means is, for instance, the wintergreen plant. The main chemical constituent in the wintergreen is methyl salicylate, and it's analgesic, so it relieves pain. So a lab will say, I'm going to create that chemical constituent in a lab and patent it and mass produce it and put it on the market. So the doctors then are going to take these synthetic prescriptions or drugs or medicine and give them to their patients, and their patients are going to use them. The problem, however, is a lot of times the purpose of these medications is to symptom manage or just treat symptoms. So by taking a lot of these synthetic medications, over time, what's going to happen? Side effects. So I have a friend who has fibromyalgia. She was taking between 12 to 15 ibuprofen every day, and as a side effect was getting stomach ulcers and liver damage, and this was damaging, and she saw no way out of this because she had to have those prescriptions and those pain-relieving drugs in order to function every day. Are there any problems with prescription drugs? Sometimes necessity, right? Sometimes that's the best option. But what's happening in our society as a result of the rampant use of prescription medications? Addictions. The fastest growing drug addiction in America is prescription drug abuse. In fact, in some states, prescription drug abuse deaths exceed automobile accidents. It's a huge problem. So other things that are interesting are $4.5 trillion are spent on healthcare globally every single year. In America, we spend the most on healthcare than any other industrialized nation. I don't know if you knew that. Are we any healthier because of it? Alarmingly, we actually rank low among industrialized nations in terms of healthcare. We're the best country in the world to be in if you're going to be in an automobile accident or you need surgery and operation. But in terms of preventable care, we're not really getting our money's worth. And so what I don't like about this cycle, sometimes modern medicine is necessary, but a lot of times this cycle never ends, versus nature's medicine or natural solutions. So here we have in nature actually producing plants that contain hundreds of different compounds that enhance physical and emotional issues and actually help the body to heal itself. We're not just symptom managing, but we're actually addressing root causes to help you to feel better. What I also like about natural medicine is you're not going to have side effects. So they're safe to use. You can use them as medicine without the worry of getting all of these side effects. For instance, when my little boy has a runny nose, instead of using Tylenol cold, I use lemon oil, which he can eat and which is actually good for him. Also, what I love about natural solutions is their pennies per dose. So when I was taking my little boy to the doctor's office, it was costing me upwards to $65, $85 for the doctor visit and the prescription medication. Now I use Melaleuca oil. It's 8 cents a drop. I apply it 3 times, 2 drops each time, and it's 48 cents. So what would you rather choose, $50 plus or 48 cents? And I can do it in the comfort of my own home. I love that about nature's medicine. So, because you're here, I love to cater my class to your needs. And this is your class. So what we're going to do is have you write down your 3 top health goals or concerns. You can just jot those down right now. Okay, are you ready? You wrote some of those down? Are any of you willing to share some of the ailments that you wrote down? Heartburn. Okay, so you're here to learn more about heartburn.
Stress-related issues.
Stress, very common. I think everyone deals with that to one degree or another. Back there.
Joint pain.
Joint pain. Fun. We're going to have a fun class today. We're going to be able to address all of those issues that you're having. Well, let's explore reinventing your healthcare now with natural solutions. So we introduced you to a little bit about nature solutions. Let's talk more in depth about essential oils, because most of you are here because you're interested in essential oils, right? What I love about essential oils is they are the most powerful form of natural medicine. They're 50 to 70 times more concentrated than herbs. When you're using essential oils, really you're using maybe 2 to 3 drops at a time, very concentrated. Essential oils contain the lifeblood of the plant, basically the plant's immune system. And this is really neat because we're harnessing the power of the plants and using them in our own bodies, and we're getting the same results. Essential oils inhibit the growth of bacteria and viruses. This is exciting. In the case of my little boy's ear infection, that was a bacterial infection. Melaleuca has that property and wiped it right out. A couple weeks later, all of my boys had the flu. And I found that essential oils work really fast to help them recover quickly. Normally when you go to the doctor with a virus, what's he going to tell you? Go home. Yeah, go home. Don't you love that? You're like, there's nothing I can do but wait it out. What I love about essential oils, you don't have to wait it out. You can actually provide your body the tools to heal rapidly and to heal quickly. What I also think is pretty awesome is when we're using essential oils, we're actually using the plant's own medicine cabinet. So this plant has been thriving in nature for hundreds and thousands of years, and it knows how to survive, and it has all the different tools that it needs to survive. Now, who wants to experience an essential oil? Are you excited? All right, come up here, Julie. We're going to have you experience wild orange today. It's really simple and it's amazing. It's one of my favorite scents, actually. It makes me happy. So we're going to put 1 drop of wild orange in your hand. You're just going to rub it together and just inhale. You like that?
Nice.
Clear, it's crisp, it's amazing.
I love that.
Thank you so much. Can you take this with you and share that with the audience? Thank you. Now, when we're talking about essential oils, I want to be very clear. I'm going to tell you, you saw that I put essential oils on her hands. I had her breathe them in. In some cases, we're going to put them into our bodies and take them internally. I need to be very clear that I'm not talking about any essential oil. Taking oils that are cheap or that are compromised can actually be very toxic and harmful to your body. So I'm not talking about any oils. I'm only talking about a very specific grade of oil. And those are the oils that doTERRA carries. So let's talk about the importance of understanding grades of oils. Right here, you're going to see a circle. And I want you to pay attention to the different grades of oils I'm going to be talking about, because there are 4 main grades of oils. First, you have your synthetic oils. These are going to be produced in the lab, synthetically made. These are found in perfumes and lotions, deodorant, shampoos. They smell great, but they have absolutely no therapeutic benefit. Next, we're going to have our food grade, and these are used to flavor food. So how many people have had peppermint gum today, or cinnamon gum, or have had lemon essential oil in their salad dressing? Those are examples of food grade oils. Next, we have our therapeutic grade, and these are the ones that you're going to find at a health food store, online. The problem with these essential oils, however, is there is no regulation, so you really don't know what you're getting in a therapeutic oil. It could say 100% pure, but it could also be diluted. It could have other oils in it. It could also have weeds or pesticides or chemicals. And so using sometimes a therapeutic oil, for instance, on a burn could actually cause more harm than good. So you want to be very careful about the oils that you use. Therapeutic oils have served us well for 30+ years, and I'm grateful for them. However, doTERRA has a new standard. It's called Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. I would never put my family at risk by using a cheap oil. I only use certified pure therapeutic oils on myself and on my children. And this is why. In order to be a certified pure therapeutic grade essential oil, it has to be an oil that comes from the country or the places where the plants grow indigenous. For instance, the lavender comes from the high altitudes of France. Our frankincense comes from Oman. This is going to make a difference in the chemical constituents of that plant and its potency. Each liter undergoes multiple third-party laboratory testing. Tests ensure oils are pure, genuine, authentic, and potent, meaning they're going to work every single time you open that bottle because they match a standard. And certified pure therapeutic grade is beyond organic. It's verified pure, free of fillers, pesticides, and foreign contaminants. So some of you might have experienced peppermint oil before. Let's experience now a certified pure therapeutic grade of essential oil, peppermint. Up here, let's have you experience this. And I'm going to have her experience this in 2 ways. We're going to put it on your hands and you're going to smell it internally, and then I'm going to have you put it on the back of your neck just to kind of give you a little peppermint pick-me-up. Does that sound fun? Okay. Yeah, there we go. And just inhale that. That's going to be very oxygenating, awakening, invigorating. Isn't that heavenly? That. Go ahead and rub some on the back of your neck. That's going to cool you down and keep you feeling refreshed and energized. It's fun. You can take that with you and share that with your audience tonight. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I demonstrated a couple ways that you can use essential oils. There's 3 main ways that you can use essential oils. The first is going to be aromatic. I would use an essential oil aromatically if I wanted to kill germs in the air, If I wanted to open the airways, I'm an asthmatic, and so I use it to do that. Or if I want to affect mood, including depression, get those oils into the air. They smell wonderful and change that environment. T stands for topical use. So I would want to use an essential oil topically if, for instance, I have localized pain, or if I have a stomach ache, or if I have a headache, I'm going to put oils directly on location. Great places to apply oils topically would be to the head, the feet, the ears, the back of the neck, the chest, and then again, those trouble areas. The third way is internal use. This is specific to dōTERRA's Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade, or CPTG, essential oils. And this is exciting. This is a whole new way to use essential oils. Some great ways to use essential oils internally would be under the tongue, in a glass of water, or even in a capsule. Or you can even cook with these oils, and they're fabulous if you want to make healing soups and healing drinks. Fabulous way to use dōTERRA essential oils. You would use essential oils internally to address issues such as digestive issues, mouth, throat, and liver issues. All right, are you ready for some fun now? Let's have some fun. Let's open up our medicine cabinets and take a look at the modern medicine cabinet and the natural solutions cabinet. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that fun? Do you recognize a lot of those things in your modern medicine cabinet? This is what's been in my modern medicine since I was born. My modern medicine cabinet for 30 years, right? And over here you're going to see some natural solutions. So instead of reaching for the Tylenol when you have a headache, you can now reach for an essential oil. So everyone look and see what I would use instead of Tylenol. Do you see that for migraines and headaches? You could use a blend called Past Tense. This is a really amazing blend. I have seen this work over and over and over again for migraine headaches, tension headaches, people who are super stressed out and just need to kind of relax for a minute, put some Past Tense on them. Also, this can be used for muscle and joint pain. Great stuff. Now, all of you had the opportunity to write down some of your health issues. Let's explore some of those. Is anyone willing to share? Someone mentioned heartburn. So let's look at what can we use for digestive issues. You see Tums, and you lived on Tums. So what can we use in our natural solutions cabinet? So you want to use Digestin. Digestin is amazing. What I love about this is, as a mommy of 3 little boys, when my little boy had the flu, guess what I would give him? Sprite. That's what the doctors would give him, was carbonated drinks, which are loaded with sugar, which really aren't, again, getting to the root cause. Now when my little boy in the middle of the night has a stomach virus or food poisoning, I give him Digestin, and that helps so much. We can use Digestin for a variety of things: constipation, heartburn, colic, acid reflux, digestive issues, even motion sickness or nausea. So one of you mentioned stress is a big issue. So let's look at our modern medicine cabinet for what we're using, and then I want you to turn over here and see what we can use instead. This oil that we can use is actually one of my favorite oils. It smells like the mountains to me. It's an oil blend called Balance. So do you want to come up here and experience Balance? And I'm going to have you put this on the bottom of your feet. And it just smells heavenly. It smells like it's spruce and frankincense. And I'm just going to hand that to you, and you can take that with you. So that Balance is amazing for so many things. It's also good for, if you look at your little handout here, it's good for focus and concentration, mood swings, nerve-related conditions. It's also good for as a diaper cream and aftershave. Guys are using it. It smells kind of masculine, and it's grounding. Even a hemorrhoid cream. So there's a lot of things you can do with just one little bottle. When I went to my very first class, I was a little overwhelmed because I only knew lavender oil, and I thought, how am I ever going to know everything? Just know that there are several classes that you can take as a part of the ongoing education program that we have. There's even a clear and vibrant skincare class that you can attend. We have an amazing line that addresses specific issues dealing with the skin, such as acne. So if you have a little teenager at home and they're having a lot of frustration, this foaming face wash is amazing, clear skin, as well as the Clear Skin Topical Blend. What's something else you're dealing with?
Sore muscles.
Sore muscles. Okay, so on your modern medicine, you're using Bengay or some type of pain relieving cream. If you look at our natural solution, we have a really fun solution for you. It's called the Deep Blue Rub. Come up here, I'm going to let you try some of this. Deep Blue is amazing for so many things. It comes in a rub form and it also comes in the lotion form. Go ahead and put those on your sore muscles, those joints and aches and pains. Deep Blue is also great for arthritis and chronic pain, circulation, inflammation issues, pre-workout application, and post-workout recovery. So take that Deep Blue with you to the gym. Is anyone dealing with any type of issues related to female issues? Menopause, hot flashes, cramps? We got to talk about Solace. This is a blend that changes my life once a month. It's called Solace, and it's a monthly blend. You can apply it topically to the abdomen, chest, or back of the neck throughout the day for symptoms associated with PMS and transition through menopause. You can also use this oil aromatically, and it smells wonderful, and use it as often as needed. Now, one of the most common ailments that I hear over and over again is depression, anxiety, mood issues. A good alternative for those types of ailments would be frankincense oil, one of our most prized, valuable oils. It comes from Oman. I consider it God in a bottle. That's what I like to name it because it can do so many different things. It's good for not just mood enhancement, but inflammation, stress, brain support. It's a great oil for protecting the brain. Cellular regeneration, moles, wrinkles, sunspots. I have a gal who actually puts this in her facial cream at night and lathers that on. We also have it in our skincare line, which is great. Wounds, this is going to be a good choice. Heavy metal cleansing, another great choice. Do you want to know doTERRA's #2 selling product? Yes. It's Slim and Sassy. It's their weight loss product. And it was designed for metabolic balance. Who wants to try some Slim and Sassy? A great way to use Slim and Sassy would be to drip it in your water, take it in a capsule. You can also put it in a base of coconut oil or our unscented lotion and just lather that on your trouble spots. It's also good for detoxification, digestive issues, energy, and even cellulite. And he's going to be so embarrassed that I'm telling you this, but my macho brother-in-law, who's also a firefighter, has been using it on his abs, and he told my sister, well, don't tell Callie, but it's totally working. So it's a great one for topical use as well, that Slim and Sassy.
From a man's perspective, the metabolic blend, also known as Slim and Sassy, is quite effective and highly recommended. Firefighters use it, and so can you.
I'm going to now talk to you about things that you can do on a daily basis to prevent disease and have optimal health. 80% of health issues can be prevented by practicing daily health habits. It's important to have foundational healing going on here. So we're going to start with the Vitality Pack. Now, this is a regimen that was recommended by Dr. David Hill, who is a world-renowned essential oil expert. And he recommends a lifelong Vitality Pack and a list of oils to take on a daily basis. There's even a 30-day money-back guarantee. The Lifelong Vitality Pack contains 3 different bottles. The first one's going to be the Microplex VMZ. It contains whole food multivitamins and minerals that assimilate well in the body. And what that means is your body actually absorbs them and uses them. That's very important. Not all vitamins are created equally. The Z-omegas are going to be the ultimate heart and brain omega-3 fatty acid infused with 9 essential oils. So you're getting 9 essential oils on a daily basis, including clove and frankincense, which are high in antioxidants, which means slower aging and less illnesses and disease. Who wants that? I do. I do. The last one is actually my personal favorite. It's the Alpha CRS Plus. It's a powerful antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and cellular energy producer. And I notice a huge difference in my energy level when I use the Alpha CRS, as well as the other products. So this is so important for foundational health. Now, other things that you can do to maintain and receive optimal health would be apply balance first thing in the morning or at night or whenever needed for some stress relieving and for some grounding benefits. 2 to 3 drops on the bottom of the feet are going to be great. We have frankincense for cellular repair. Again, one of those oils that's great for the brain as well, improves memory, and it's just a great brain protector. 2 to 3 drops under the tongue or on the bottom of the feet are going to be great. Lemon oil for cleansing. It's so important to just drink a few drops of a citrus oil a day. So we're recommending 2 to 3 drops in water 2 to 3 times a day. Throw out that soda, right, and start drinking lemon water, peppermint water, wild orange. On guard for immune support. My kids don't get sick nearly as much as they used to because I now use On Guard on a regular basis. 2 to 3 drops on the spine is going to be really great, as well as on the bottom of the feet. And then Serenity. Who wants a good night's rest, right? So for calming and for sleep, 1 to 2 drops on the bottom of the feet are going to be a good choice. Also, again, in my house, we take Terrazyme every day. My entire family does, for digestive support. 1 with every meal, especially when you cheat and have that pizza night out. Throw a Terrazyme in there. And then the On Guard toothpaste. It's fabulous. It's for hygiene. You want to brush often. This next section is success tips with using natural solutions. Who's ready for some tips? I want you to be successful, and I also want you to know if you're not getting the results that you want from one oil, know that you have several options. Everyone's just a little bit different, so if one's not working for you, let's try something else, or let's change the way that you're using the oils or the frequency that you're using them. So this is going to be a great way to be able to do just that. With every great tool comes a complete user's guide. Do you want to know what your user's guide is? It's the Modern Essential book, and it's a guide to how to use your essential oils. Every home should have one of these. So use oils frequently, sometimes even 15 minutes if needed with an acute problem. You can use oils a couple times per day with a chronic issue. Use caution with sensitive skin. So if you have children or you personally have sensitive skin, you're going to want to dilute it with a carrier oil such as fractionated coconut oil. You want to keep oils out of the ears and out of the eyes. And if that happens again, don't flush with water. Use a carrier oil to get those out. So do you remember those ailments that you wrote on the front of the page? Let's turn here now and actually address some of your health concerns and goals. And I'm going to have you, at the end of the class, use the Modern Essential book to find solutions to those concerns that you have. We probably talked about some of them already, so go ahead and jot those down. Now, in the beginning of the class, I raised my hand and said, how many of you want to know about a safer, cheaper alternative to your health issues? Do you remember that? Well, let's look at the real costs of the modern medicine cabinet versus the natural solutions, and these are real costs. We went out and actually bought all of these things, and this is the actual cost of the modern medicine cabinet, $812.79, versus the cost of the natural solutions kit, which is $550. And when you're dealing with essential oils, again, this 15 ml bottle of frankincense, for instance, has 250 drops. And when you're using essential oils, you're using just maybe 1 or 2 drops at a time. So when you think about it, you're actually getting 200 different applications of your natural solution or natural medicine from an essential oil versus a couple of applications when you're using modern medicine, which again is just managing symptoms. So the savings far exceed just what you see here. As I mentioned at the beginning of this class, my intention is to educate and empower you, and not just educate, but to empower you with the tools that you're going to need to change your life. And I even have a special offer. For those of you who are here, I'd like you to take one of these. And we're going to talk about some of the most popular kits that dōTERRA has to offer. And you can always start out with dōTERRA by buying a couple of bottles retail. But if you want to start out with wholesale pricing, which is 25% off, and have the opportunity to receive even deeper discounts, I would recommend the purchase of one of these kits. We have the Every Oil Kit, Natural Solutions, and Home Essential Kit. And the Every Oil Kit, for instance, is going to come with every oil that the company has to offer. In addition, you're going to get wholesale pricing right off the bat. So the orange circle here is your savings off of wholesale, and the purple circle indicates how many free products dōTERRA is going to give you. So 200 represents 200 product credits, which translates into free oils. dōTERRA rewards loyal customers for purchasing monthly. dōTERRA's Loyalty Rewards Program, or LRP, offers up to 30% rebates in free product. You can customize your LRP order anytime with any product and have it shipped to you any day between the 1st and the 28th. There's also the Product of the Month, which comes free with any order of 125 PV by the 15th of the month. You can redeem your product credit to receive free products of your choice, and there's no obligation, and you can cancel at any time. Let's turn to the back of our page. You'll see choose to share. And generally, when you're choosing to share, I come across 3 different types of people. People that just want to share it casually and get their products paid for, people that want to do it part-time, and people that want to do it full-time. And in dōTERRA, you always have people and a team there to support you, so just communicate that with your team, and we can help you get started on that journey. And so for those of you who are going to share because you really do care about helping other people, there are 2 ways to do that. One is you can host a class. If you don't really want to do this the way that I do it, you have a mentor that can do that for you. And to host a class, you're just going to want to check the gift certificate invitation and give it to the presenter. Also, when you host a class, you always get a free gift. Another exciting benefit that comes when you order a wholesale membership or a kit, you get the rest of this series of Reinventing Healthcare for free. And this is for members only, and it's valued at $500. Some of these classes include Be an Everyday Oil Expert, Detox and Renew for a Healthier You, Experience Lifelong Vitality, so we'll go into depth with that, Releasing Weight Naturally, Manage Mood, Mind, and Sleep, Natural Health for Women, Clear and Vibrant Skin, Oils Around the House. Don't those sound fantastic? They are amazing. I have really enjoyed learning more about oils in depth. For those who actually want to do what I do and help reinvent healthcare for others and teach others how to do that, add an Empower Kit to your order today to start empowering people to reinvent their healthcare. You get a $250 value of training called the Business Training. You'll learn how to get started today, how to create residual income, how to present Medicine Cabinet Makeover, and the Empower Plan. So be empowered with the knowledge to reinvent healthcare with these 2 series of practical, content-rich, 1-hour trainings available live in some areas and online. I have always loved health and fitness, but I wasn't super passionate about alternative sources of medicine or natural solutions until 2006, when my husband, who had been taking a drug for his severe allergy, ended up having a very adverse side effect to the point that it crippled him, and he didn't get out of bed for 3 months because of this adverse side effect. And I remember thinking, how are we going to function? I have 2 little children, a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old, and after going to numerous doctors, I just thought there's no answer. Every doctor said, this is your life now, but good news is we have all of these drugs that you can take to help manage your symptoms. And I was devastated, thinking, how am I going to survive, and how is my husband going to go through the rest of his life in pain? And one of those side effects was birth defects. And so we sat down knowing that we wanted to have more children and realized there's got to be a better way. So after learning of all those side effects, my husband and I sat down and realized maybe there's a better way. Maybe we don't have to receive this information and make it permanent. And he thought, if I was whole 3 months ago, there's got to be a way for me to get back there. And so that really put us on a journey for healing. And it's now been 6 years. My husband lives a healthy life. He still is able to do what he loves, and he is drug-free, and he does everything he can to watch his diet, watch what he eats, but he also uses essential oils. And so that is why I'm here, is because there is a better way. This has absolutely changed my life. These oils work fast. They're very affordable, again, costing me cents rather than dollars. They're simple to use, and what I love most is they're effective. Again, thank you so much. I honor you for being here, and this has made a huge difference in my life, and I'm excited now for you to have that experience in your life and to share that with others.